Got a leak right here. Welcome to my homestead. If you're new here, I'm Bill, and I'm building a homestead here in the gorgeous state of Alaska. If you haven't seen my last video, I got some lights installed in the kitchen area here and also up in the loft. So today we're moving on and we're gonna start working on getting the kitchen set up. As you can see, I got 2 wire racks with all my spices, paper plates and dishes and stuff like that on it. By the end of this video, I'm gonna have kitchen cabinets and a countertop installed. So let's just jump into this video and get working. First thing I need to do is actually, when I was putting in all the outlets and the insulation and everything, I totally forgot to put in an outlet for the garbage disposal if I ever have one. So I need to pull all this out and put in a garbage disposal. While I'm doing that, I need to switch that outlet to this one that has the USB outlets on it and 2 regular outlets. And I need a switch for the garbage disposal, so I need to install this double gang box. And then after that's done, I need to put this black plastic that I have right over here up on this wall. But before I can do that, I need to do some spray foaming. So let's get this wire rack pulled out and some spray foaming done. I have all the spray foaming done that I want to do right now. I got this done. I got all down through there done. Some of this gap was about 1/8 of an inch, so it definitely needed some in it. And then I did some spray foaming up there, a little down this side. And then I did some up in there where the foam board is. So now the next part is to pull the sink out. I guess I need some paper towels. I have the hot and cold both disconnect. Oh, I got to do the drain real quick. Now that the sink has been removed, let's remove this insulation. Then I can get the box installed and run new wire. I definitely need to get the plastic up on here. The inside of my walls are all damp. I love these palm nailers. That's how easy it is. Got it coming through anyways. There it goes. Whew. I have everything installed, and I think I have it installed correctly. So I have the outlet down there. The bottom outlet is always hot. The top one operates off this light switch. And this outlet with the two USBs should always be hot. Let's turn the breaker on and see if this works correctly. The power's back on, and I have my shop vac here. Let's see if these outlets work. That one works. This one should work also. Okay, that's good. As I just mentioned, this bottom one should always be hot, and this top outlet should operate via the switch. So let's plug it in the bottom. That works. Now I have the switch off, so now it's plugged in the top. This should not work. Does not work. Let's flip the switch and let's turn this on. Looks like I got it all hooked up correctly. I think I did it. Now we can move on to the next part as soon as I get this insulation put back in. I have everything cleaned up, but before I go to the next part, let's go out and feed the rabbits. This is just a sheet of ice out here. It's been warming up into the 40s every single day and still freezing at night. So the snow melts in the daytime, then freezes at night, and it's just a sheet of ice. Hey, bunnies. How are you, Lola? Hi, girl. You ready for some food? There you go. Hey, Ringo. What are you doing, big boy? You're just sitting back there hiding. You want some food? Hey, Babs. What are you doing back there? Are you hungry? You want some food? Brought you some food. Some nice alfalfa pellets. Well, let's see if you need any. Yeah, I'd say you need some. Here you go, Babs. You got enough water? Hey, Ringo. What are you doing, buddy? You eating some alfalfa pellets? The rabbits are fed. They have plenty of water. Let's head inside. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning. Let's get this kitchen looking like a kitchen. First, I gotta install the plastic. So I got my acoustical caulk here, and let's get this put on. I have my acoustical caulk applied. It actually acts as a sealant to prevent any water vapor or anything from getting behind the plastic. So I got that applied, so let's get some plastic up on the wall. I guess before I go too nuts, I should make sure it's long enough. Okay. Yeah, that'll work out. It comes clear down onto the floor and slightly longer, and I have it slightly longer up top. I held off on putting the acoustical caulk around the windows till just now, so let's get this put in. I'm out of staples. I gotta run over to the Connex. I'll be right back. This year has been such of a weird winter for this area of Alaska. This driveway got so icy that you couldn't even walk on it. My truck in four-wheel drive was just sliding around like a oil on glass scenario. So yesterday I fired up the excavator and I just took the teeth on the bucket and just started scraping all the ice, breaking it up into chunks. Now, later today or tomorrow, I'm gonna use the excavator and just push all this loose ice off to the side, and it'll leave a real bumpy texture, so you'll at least be able to drive on it and walk on it. Look at how thick this is. That's easily 3 inches thick, and that's solid ice. Another piece that's probably 4 inches thick right there. Just huge pieces of ice. One reason I like owning an excavator. Looks like I need to buy a new box of staples for my staple gun. I finished stapling all the plastic on, so now it's time to cut the window open. This acoustical caulk has a nickname called Black Death, and it is because no matter how careful you are using it, it gets everywhere. It's super stringy, and you can see like right here's a big gob. It strings down through here. Here's another bunch that's squeezed out. Here's some in the corner. There's some right there. Some right there. It's a few other places. It's gotten all over my hands already. It's on my utility knife, everything. I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll move on to the next phase of this project. It's time to put the tape on all the seams, well, on the seams plus over top of all the staples. Let's get this done. I'll catch back up with you guys once I get the taping done. I have all the taping done. I have the floor cleaned up. Everything's ready to go. Let's head down to the hardware store and pick up some cabinets. I just got back from the hardware store. Let's bring the cabinets in. That fits pretty good. I gotta adjust this somehow. It's hitting on the screws that hold it in, but there's that part. Let's get the kitchen sink in. Well, the sink base anyways. Since I brought the sink cabinet in, I've been doing some work. I've measured out where the two water lines of the drain, and then I had to cap that one. That where I capped it was going to be a vent line, but I don't need it, so I just capped it as close to the floor as possible. I got the 3 holes drilled in the cabinet here. I hope they're correct. And then I had to drill a little, or cut out a little hole right here to go over the cap right there. Let's see if I drilled the holes in the right spots or not. This is going to be a little difficult by myself. I got the one started. And of course that one came out. Ah, man, I had it for a second. think that's centered. Ooh, that's gonna be close, but I think it's enough. Yeah, I can get that down in there. I had to cut the 2 water line holes really large because I already got these on, and also I have water flowing. I think it's in there. I'm not gonna mount these or anything at the moment. I may have to pull them out when I put the whatever wall covering on I'm going to put on. Until that time comes, I'm just gonna have them sitting here. They're gonna be good enough at that for the time being. This is what the kitchen's gonna look like. The refrigerator, a corner cabinet, the sink, and then this cabinet. And then there'll be a cabinet up there. I'm considering putting one of those above refrigerator cabinets right here, above this window. Corner cabinet, and then I think I'm gonna put another cabinet over here beside the corner cabinet also. Having a small cabin, every inch of space is very valuable, so if I can get more cabinets in, I'm planning on putting more cabinets in. I'll get the rest of these cabinets screwed together and I'll catch back up with you guys. How does it look? I have to cut this off right through here. It's going to stick out an inch or two past the edge here. But that's what it's going to look like, I guess. I really didn't like any of the countertops that the big box stores had, so I basically just had to pick one. So I picked this, and then down here in this corner, I have the other piece that goes that way, but I have to cut that off. Now I need to get the doors put back on and adjust it a little bit and get all this mess on these wire shelves put over here, and then we can move on. I still have to put bracing back in that back corner for the countertop because it's not technically supposed to sit on the Lazy Susan, so I need to put a couple pieces of bracing back there to hold the countertop up. I will get that. It's in. I'm so happy it made the trip home from the box store. I think next I'm gonna get the doors on and get some of this stuff put away so I can get this stuff out of my way. It's do or die time. Time to cut the countertop. I have it all laid out. I do have a guide. My level I'm using as a guide, and I have it clamped on both ends. Let's pray I don't mess this up. I have this little bit to cut right here, and it's going to be hard to put any type of guide or brace on, so I hope I can do this freehand. This is going to be awkward, but let's give it a shot. Whoa! I had a feeling that might happen. Ooh, bent up my freezer a little bit. Got it a hair off, but I have both pieces cut, and as you see, they fit pretty good. Now I have to use the hardware and connect the two pieces together. So let's get this done. Well, she's glued up and the brackets are on the back side, and this is what I have. You can see the seam right down through here, but there's a lot of extra glue on there, so once I wipe that all off after it dries, it's not perfectly smooth, unfortunately. I don't know how to get it perfectly smooth, since this is basically cheap particle board. It kind of goes like this, and I just don't have all the correct tools and everything to bring them perfectly smooth together the whole way down, so it is what it is. It's a countertop for a cabin, so I'm sure it'll be good enough. But I gotta let this sit for several hours, let the glue set up, and then I'll slide it back where she goes. It's been a few hours since I glued and joined the two pieces of countertop together. So let's slide this back over where it goes and see how it fits. We need to take these off. And I knew that was going to happen, but I'll clean that paper off at a later date. I like the way she fits. Nice and tight. I do have a little bit of room to move the refrigerator over about a ½ inch or so if need be, but I like it nice and tight here. The seam didn't come out too bad here. I started taking some of the glue off, so that's probably what you're seeing here. The back corner looks good. It's up against the wall pretty good all the way around. And then I have an 1.5 or 2 inch overhang right here. Now for the scary part. I have it all laid out. I just got a cut on the inside of the blue tape here, and my sink should fit down in there. Got to cut a big hole in this. I hope I don't mess it up. I did confirm to make sure it was centered in the window here, so that should be good. Let's cut this and hope I don't mess it all up. I think it's finally time. It's time to turn the water on. Let me show you what I got done. So I got my drain going in here. And then I got the 2 water lines hooked up. And then I got the pull out for the water hanging right here and got that done. So right here is my faucet. As you can see, it doesn't work at the moment, but I have the sink in. It's all siliconed around the edge. The countertop's in. The cabinets are in. Let's turn the water on and see if we got any leaks. We'll make sure that's turned off at the moment. First, hot water. Now the cold. Nothing's leaking yet. Fill this up with water and see what happens. We'll pull this out and jump down below and see if there's any leaks. Yep, got a leak right here. Here's what I did. I had this plastic ring on and I switched it out for the metal ring that I believe actually came with the drain here. So that's on there, and I used a pair of pliers to tighten this up as tight as I could get. So let's try this again. We'll turn that off. I'm not seeing any leaks. I think we got it. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a lot more construction on the cabin, and I got a few construction projects to do outside, so definitely stick around for that. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. I have a link to some merch down in the description. Definitely check that out. And if you are so inclined to support the channel, buy some merch. It really helps out. And I also have an Amazon affiliate link in the description. So thanks everyone, and have a great day.